My name is Lindsay. Today is February 13th, and I recorded a little here's what I've learned, hope this helps you type video when I was 5 weeks in to my job with VIPKID. Now I am, and the handy VIPKID app tells me I am in 121 days, which is just about the 4 month. That is the 4 month mark ish. So in the 4 months I've worked at VIPKID, I have gone crazy and I have been overjoyed and I have experienced a range of emotions. I've taught just about 800 classes in the 4 months I've been working here, and I am still by no means any kind of guru. 4 months is nothing compared to especially a lot of these more veteran teachers. Been with VIPKID a long time, and I'm still learning constantly from these wiser people. But anyway, but I can offer what I can offer. So one of the things that I said in my first video was that the sleep schedule is the biggest problem, and that is still true. Maybe it's because I am I don't know, maybe I'm nuts, but I still can't figure it out. I have tried a variety of things. I have tried going to bed early and getting up early, and that's all good, except that going to bed early is very hard for me because I'm a night owl, and so I end up staying up way later than I should. I know that I should go to bed, but I don't. And, it's like the kids finally are in bed, and it's like freedom, finally, and my husband's finally home, it's like our time to be together. So, of course we want to watch, Skin Wars. We don't want to go to bed. So, anyways, so I thought, okay, you know what? Since I'm a night owl, why don't I see if I can just work all night and sleep during the day? Both my kids go to school. I can sleep during the day, get up right before they get home. In theory, sounds so good. I know people who have the graveyard shift. They survive. But I turned into a psycho. Okay, I did this for 2 weeks. I opened up all my spots. Instead of teaching from 3 to 8 in the morning, I opened it up from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. And it filled like, what? Some of the nights I did 16 in a row. I almost had a complete meltdown. I did not intend for that to happen. I did not mean for that to happen. I did not know it would fill solid like that. And so, yeah, unless you're crazy, maybe you are, it's great, good for you. Don't allow yourself to get booked 16 in a row. That's just a recommendation. Maybe you thrive in that. I shouldn't be telling you what to do. My advice is, for me, and I would think most people, you go a little crazy. Especially me, I'm stuck in this closet, which I love when I teach 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 classes in a row. After 16 classes in a row, I felt like a zombie. Anyways, so I did that for a couple of weeks. That did not go well. I was able to get in a lot more classes, so financially it was kind of nice. But I felt like a living dead. It was awful. I just never felt, no, I can't do that. No graveyard. So I've learned that. Then I thought, okay, here's a perfect solution. I'm a night owl. I will stay up till midnight or 11 o'clock or midnight. I'll sleep till 3. I'll get up at 3 for my classes. And when my classes are over at 8, I'll sleep another 3 or 4 hours. So I'll do a full split schedule. Half my sleep, and half my sleep. And that worked for a while. And it's certainly more enjoyable because I still get my night. But at least for my body, I don't think that I can keep that up long term. So I'm back full circle. And right now I'm doing the go to bed as soon as I can, trying to get the kids in bed and forcing myself to just be in the bed. If nothing else, then I'm resting. Because to me, midnight is the perfect time to do laundry. It's the way I'm wired. Anyways, so that's where I'm at right now. I get up at 3, teach, drink lots of coffee because I'm trying not to nap because I love napping. And I can nap like that. Bright daylight, I'm out. But then it just kind of throws off my whole night schedule. So I'm still working on this schedule thing. And I've talked to several other teachers who've been working for VIPKID a lot longer than me, who still haven't quite got it figured out. So that is the most difficult part of the job for me, hands down. Everything else is awesome. And it definitely is not, the negative of the schedule does not outweigh all the awesomeness from everything else. Okay, so for starters, for new teachers out there, number one, the prep gets easier. Not only do you start to teach lessons over and over again, so now that if I'm teaching a lesson, chances are I've already taught it at least once. Some of them I've taught a bunch. And then once in a while during the week, I'll get a new lesson, and then I tuck that away in my lesson bank. And then the next time that lesson comes up, I've already taught it. Another thing is, no matter what the lesson is, the structure of the activities is pretty much the same. The content changes, the level changes, the letters change, but the structure of the activities are pretty much, there's a set of them. And so once you figure out how to do it, it takes a lot less prep. When I first started, I would sit down with a notebook and I'd have all the target sentences written out and the key vocabulary and all the props, and I'd have it all organized and I'd set up all my stuff. Now I still do prep. I mean, I still do look at them and I still do get my props out, but it's not, I felt like I was working all night in the evenings after dinner just trying to get ready for my morning classes, and it wasn't all that fun. So I've definitely, you get you get the hang of it. So keep that in mind. Prep hard in the beginning. Be a master of these lessons, because then you will be able to do a great job. But know that at some point it becomes more natural. Okay. Secondly, thirdly, I don't know. I got up at 3 people, so it's 8:45 right now. I don't know. Anyway, prep kits. I'm looking at my little list of stuff I wanted to say. Okay, prep gets easier. When I first started, the first week or two, I had lots of trial classes. That's usually how it works. And within about a month, I was seeing the same kids over and over again. Now I pretty much just only see the same kids. Some of them I see 3 times a week. Some I see 5 times a week. I even have one girl I see 6 times a week. She's, literally 10 o'clock. Well, I'm Mountain Time. No, I'm Central Time. So as the second the parents are allowed to start booking, she said her mom sets a timer, sets the alarm, gets a computer. She's a level 5, so she's able to, she said her mom gets a computer out, timer on, and literally like attacks the thing to get her 6 spots in a row. So anyways, just most weeks she's able to get her spots. Anyways, so I see these kids all the time. So one of my advice would be for acquiring regulars, and this comes from classroom teaching, and if you're a classroom teacher, you know this already, that kids, and it doesn't matter if they're Chinese kids or American kids, kids are universal. They're all different. They like different things. They find different things funny, and you learn that real quick, that what one kid thinks is funny, the other kid just stares at you like this. So you realize pretty quick that, he didn't think that was funny. But the kid before him thought that was hilarious. And so there is no one size fits all. Okay? Some classes, literally I'll go from like acting like just a complete nut and to the next class where it's primarily conversational because it's an older student, or they really don't care about the stars. They do not want, like, let's build a cupcake. No, they don't want that. They want to get through the slides so they can practice conversational English because they're trying to get ready to come here for high school. So I've got the gamut, from the 4-year-old who, I've got puppets coming from every direction. It's exhausting. Anyways, so now my regulars, I know them. I know exactly how to teach Amy. And I know how to teach Elsa, and I know how to teach Wendy, and I teach them all differently because they're all different kids. And I think, just like in a classroom, when your teacher knows you, like in your actual own classroom at a school, when your teacher knows you, that means that equates to my teacher cares about me. And we all know that when a student feels that their teacher cares about them, they work harder, they want to please you. And I'm even talking about 14-year-olds, because of my experience up until this has only been teaching middle school and above. Even 14-year-olds too cool for school, when they know you love them, they want to make you happy. And they want to please you. They want accolades. They feel affirmed and edified. And so if you want regulars, I mean, this is just my opinion because of what I've experienced. Like I said, I am no expert at all this. So take what you will from this and throw the rest away. But as a experienced classroom teacher, I can tell you that if I tried to teach Amy the same way I tried to teach Elsa in the next class, Amy probably wouldn't be a regular. Because if I tried to teach Amy the way I teach Elsa, it would be a nightmare. It would just be a nightmare because their personalities are so different. But I don't have to, I had to feel that out in the beginning, but now I see, oh, Amy's next. I know exactly what she needs from me. And I know that because I care about her. And I think she knows that I care about her because she knows that I'm, paying attention to what interests her, what she likes and doesn't like. And anyways, I don't know if any of that's making sense. So I would say getting regulars is crucial. I would say that should be an objective as far as and building relationships. I mean, it is so fun when I know that one of my students is doing this day, or they have a really hard test this day, or whatever. I think about it when I'm going to bed. I think, okay, I hope she does well on this test, or I hope she's having fun because she went to visit her cousin, or it's like I'm invested. I'm invested, and kids pick up on that. So, and parents pick up on that. Parents know that you love their kid, and just like in America, when you know your teacher loves your son or daughter's teacher loves your kid, covers over a multitude of sins. And so it's huge for a parent. Anyways, so that's that. Another thing is the reward systems. When you have regulars, you got to have a variety. There's only so many teeth that you can stick onto a smiley face before the kid never wants to see a smiley face without teeth ever again, especially when you have the same kids every week. So I have the same kids every week over and over. And it fluctuates with who gets the spots. At this point, within a couple of minutes, my spots are full, between 40 and 50 spots. And so I can see as they start to fill in, I haven't seen this kid this week, and it's kind of a bummer. That's one thing about going to the classroom is they're always there all the time. So it's kind of sad when it's like a kid, I don't, anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, reward systems, I make my own because, it's super cheap, and then I'm more excited about the reward system because I've done it myself. So one, I'm going to record a video with all my reward systems. I try to add at least one a week so that it's new and fun for my kids. I want them to be like, ooh, what's it going to be today? Oh, and one thing I do is I have a list of all my regulars, and next to their names, when I have class with them, I make a mark of what reward system I used so that I know next time to use something different. And so I get through all the rewards before I loop back around, so that it's, hopefully by the time I get to that one, they'd forgotten about it. That's the idea. And a lot of my reward systems are very, very simple, but they love them, especially if they're fun to look at. I've noticed that if they're fun to look at, then they're into it. So I'm going to record a YouTube video at some point with all my reward systems, but here's just real quick an example of one that's really simple. Like, it's not that exciting, but they like looking at it. And I have found that if they get excited when I show it to them because it's pretty, they love it, even though it's kind of like, who cares? So one of them is, and I don't want to go into all of this. This video is getting longer than I meant for it to get as it is. But anyway, so this is one of the, like a pizza cooking sheet from Walmart, 88 cents. You can get the rectangle ones too. I got a bunch of those for 88 cents. And so what I do is I paint them however I need them to be painted. So for this particular one, I got a round one because it fits the shape of this fishbowl. So I painted a fishbowl, and their reward is when you do good, when you do a good job, you get a fish for your fishbowl. Now, that's not all that super exciting, I don't think. What they love is to see the different fish. They're excited when I bring out a new style. So one of my what do you call it? My objective when I make a reward system is that every part of it has to be really pretty and fun to look at, because that's what they like. Not so much like, oh, you got this, and it's like, great. But they like to see them. So when I bring my fish out, I'm like, ooh, and they love sparkly, especially when if you put it up and you got a good light shining on you and you kind of do this thing. Oh, they love it. Even the boys, oh, sparkles. So I've got, and every fish is different. Can't be a bunch of the same fish. Every fish is different, so that they are excited by which one comes out. And hopefully, once I do the fish bowl with them again in a month or whatever, they've forgotten all about what the fish look like. Another one that is also a circle one is make the pizza. I painted it the best I could to look like a pizza crust. Some kids get it. Some kids are like, what is that? Because without all the toppings. But you know what? This is as good as it gets. And so when they do a good job, they get pepperonis, and then they get sausages and whatever. Okay, so that's just two examples of the rewards. My recommendation is, if you've got regulars, change it up. That's exciting for them. You want your class to be exciting, productive, and efficient, but exciting. So, yeah, I don't know. I have one girl who, her personality is very similar to mine. So sometimes, it's more work for some kids because I have to really go outside myself. But this one particular girl is a lot like me. And so we've discovered that we're a lot like each other. And so we end every class where I have my phone, I kind of get it ready so it doesn't take up a lot of time. And I put on Can't Stop the Feeling, the song from the Trolls movie. Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Okay, and so I put that on, and I hold my phone up, and we are, I got moves, okay? And she gets up, and I hear her mom laughing in the background, because we busted out. And that's how we end class, because that's how we roll, okay? We get each other. And so it's just so fun. Oh, another thing is, props. That's a whole nother, I have so many more to do a YouTube video, but what I found is there's lots of props that I make, and I use lots of props. But one thing I found is that if you can find a couple that are really funny and just strange, it's funny. I found these at a science museum. They're feet. Not, how funny is this? I mean, these are weird, but like, they love it. And then the other one that was funny, I found this at the Goodwill. I got a bunch of stuffed animals. We all have stuffed animals and puppets. But I got this one. It's a banana. It's a Rasta banana. It's a Rastafari banana. This has been the best 50 cents I have spent. Okay. Good job. Okay. Anyway, they love it. Okay, so, wow, this video's long. If you even made it this far, thank you. I am working on some other videos, and, so, anyway, live from my closet. Peace. Till next time. Bye-bye.